for Monique to be like, oh, Giselle doesn't listen to my problems, and she doesn't really want to be my friend. Monique.
Today, Giselle continues to stir the pot in Potomac. 90 Day Fiancé star Ashley Martson is here to break down her not-so-happily ever after.
You up, take it on the chin, simple.
All right.
Just don't even try to defend yourself because you sound like an idiot.
And the one and only Chris Harrison gets us pumped up for the new season of Bachelor in Paradise.
Tell me, do I need to know anything heading into Paradise?
This is your reality check.
That's just the best feeling.
Happy Monday, everybody. We are here to get your week started right. Bachelor in Paradise starts tonight. I am Lyndsey Rodrigues. Welcome to Reality Check. Joining me today is Ashley Smith, fresh off of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Ashley, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks so much for being here today. Now, we do have a question of the day, so make sure you check it out over on Twitter. The question of the day today is, we want to know which reality shows you are most looking forward to seeing premiere this week. We have a few options: Real Housewives of Orange County, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Growing Up Chrisley, or Bachelor in Paradise. Vote on Twitter @People. Ashley, which are you most looking forward to seeing?
I'm excited to see Bachelor in Paradise.
Me too. That's why I wore this dress today. Well, we're going to reveal what you voted for later in the show, but right now, Ashley, are you ready to kick off the top five?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Top five time. At number 5, Lamar Odom may have gone public with personal trainer Sabrina Parr, but their relationship might not be the real deal. The former NBA player shared posts over the weekend expressing his appreciation for her and even calling her his new woman. However, a source tells People there is nothing romantic going on with Sabrina and Lamar. It's fake. Now, this news comes after social media attacked him for his praise of Sabrina, to which he clarified what his post was meant to celebrate was black women in general and not any kind of comment about ex-wife Khloe Kardashian. Now, if this relationship is real, it would be Lamar's first public relationship since he and Khloe divorced in 2016. Ashley, what do you think? Do you think this relationship is fake? What would be the point of that?
I don't know. I mean, people do things for publicity, but I don't know. I'm not sure why he would post it if it's not real. I don't think he was shading Khloe, though.
Yeah,
you know
I don't think so.
He was showing love, you know. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you on the no shade to Khloe. Those two have remained quite close. She was really supportive when his book came out. She even commented on this post, like saying, like, "Go, Lammy, like God is good." So I think they're cool. I think people are just maybe
they just want something to talk about. I love Khloe and Lamar's relationship. You know, I followed it. Yeah, I don't really think he's trying to shade her. I think he's trying to show love to everyone, and I'm not sure why he would fake a relationship, but you never know. You know.
I think people are just still mad at him, and so they don't want him to find happiness.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Well, at number 4, someone might be finding happiness. Tyler C. His reign on The Bachelorette may be over, but the plot twists just keep on coming. Last month, social media was abuzz after Tyler and Gigi Hadid started following each other on Instagram, and now they may have had their first date yesterday because a photo surfaced on Twitter of the two of them at Dumbo House, which is part of the Soho House Members Only Club, which is in Brooklyn. And while we can't see their faces, the man in the photo is wearing the same shirt Tyler was wearing that day. Now, 2 days earlier, Tyler was photographed leaving Hannah B's LA Bachelorette pad in the morning after allegedly spending the night. So what do we think? Who would you most like to see him with, Gigi or Hannah?
I want to see him with Hannah.
Yeah.
But
did you like their relationship over the course of The Bachelorette?
I did. I wanted her to pick him, to be honest. So I hope that it's him and Hannah, but I just hope he's happy with it.
Yes. On the plus side, if he picks neither of them, he could be the next Bachelor.
He could.
And then we get a whole lot more Tyler C. But either way, he's got his options.
He does.
He's a lucky man.
Does.
But also, you're not supposed to take pictures at Dumbo House. Whoever took that picture... At number 3, after a difficult few months, Bam Margera has reached out to the one person he hopes can help him, Dr. Phil. The former Viva La Bam star posted a series of emotional videos to his Instagram begging for the talk show host's help as he explained his struggles with his family and friends. He said, "My family is in shambles. It's worse than it's ever been ever." He went on to talk about issues with his wife and how he can't stand her and fears that she would use their son as bait in a separation battle. In another video, he claimed to have disowned his mother after she seemed to brush off an alleged near-death experience he had last week. Early this morning, he gave an update sharing that Dr. Phil has in fact agreed to help him, sharing, "Dr. Phil saw it. He wants to help." Now, we first came to know and love Bam as part of the whole Jackass crew. But, you know, just as a reality star yourself, like how much responsibility do you think that producers and production teams have to make sure that the health and safety and the mental health of their cast and crew is being taken care of?
I truly don't think that reality TV production companies do enough for reality stars. They definitely don't. As for me, I was never warned of social media and you know, just overall mental health, the stuff that we deal with on a daily basis. So I do think production companies need to invest more time and resources on that. I hope they get the help they need.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope the production companies step it up.
So,
I like BAM too.
But the production companies need to step it up.
Yeah, particularly as like reality TV is not going anywhere anytime soon. There's only going to, you know, increase in volume, and there's only going to be more and more people on the internet saying horrible things. So I think preparation needs to be taken because it's not what it used to be like before social media was a thing. So
they definitely need to make you aware.
At number 2, when it comes to their sex life, Brooks Like and Julianne Hough are an open book. On the latest episode of his How Men Think podcast, Brooks revealed that Julianne is a big fan of toe sucking, saying, "My wife really enjoys it when I suck her toes." I'm like grimacing as I say, I'm so happy for them. I think they're adorable, but this is too much information for me. The pro hockey player goes on to say he would never have her return the favor as his toes are in skates and workout shoes all day. In another recent interview, Julianne talked about opening up with her husband and telling him she's not straight. And after the interview was published, Brooks gushed that he was so proud of his wife's courage of sharing her journey of trials and triumphs. Now, Ashley, do you think there are just some things in a relationship that should be kept between a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman?
I do, yeah. I think that that's something they probably should have kept between themselves. I mean, hey, whatever tickles their fancy, but not something I would be willing to share if that was my fetish.
Yeah, you and me both, Let's move on from that one because I'm like, oof. But again, love them, very cute together. At number 1, just one day after people confirmed that Brody Jenner split from Caitlyn Carter, the Hills' New Beginning star was spotted behind the DJ booth in Las Vegas. Now on Friday, Brody and Caitlyn's reps told people that the couple had decided to amicably separate 1 year after their intimate Indonesian wedding. The reps told people this is the best decision for their relationship moving forward. A source told people that the former couple were not legally married as they never made their union official and that they had issues for years. Then another source went on to say that it was no secret amongst those who knew them. Caitlyn had actually moved out before they started filming, and another source explained to people that the main factor in their split was Caitlyn's desire to have children. Would you ever fake a relationship for a reality TV show?
I don't think so. People like stalk you, so you can't really fake it because they're going to catch on.
Right,
So I don't really think it's a good idea, but
I don't think I could ever do it because I have a terrible poker face. It would just be so obvious, and I'm like, I hate you. Like,
exactly.
Even though I did drama classes for 10 years, like,
especially if you want to get in a relationship. I mean, what do? You can't go out with that person. So I don't really think it's
Exactly.
ever a good idea to fake something. But
well, look, we wish Brody and Caitlyn the best on their journey as they consciously uncouple. On last night's Real Housewives of Potomac, we saw Ashley begin her journey to meet her biological father in Atlanta. And while Michael was very apprehensive about her making the journey, Ashley ultimately began to have second thoughts herself. Watch.
I'm not convinced this is the right thing to do.
This is for me. This is for us. This is for our unborn child. Like, that's what this is about. I need to close that chapter in my life to look to the future.
I don't think I can.
Huh?
Oh,
you got this. Come on.
Here we go, sweetie. Okay.
This is such a tricky situation. Do you think that Ashley made the right choice by trying to connect with her father? I mean, on multiple occasions, he's shown that he doesn't want her in his life. He's even blocked her on Facebook. Would you keep pushing to try and have a relationship or let it go?
I don't fault her for trying to figure out and get closure on her father, but if I was blocked on Facebook, for me, I would just be done. Like, obviously, he doesn't want anything to do with me, so I would just move forward.
Yeah, I think it's hard as well because she herself, she's going through these struggles to become a parent herself.
Right.
And she's saying, like, my kids are going to, I have questions, my kids will have questions, their kids will have questions.
Yeah, I definitely don't fault her for that.
Yeah.
I would want to know, too.
I know, it's really hard. And then also last night, Giselle was up to her old tricks. Giselle, stirring the pot at Katie's gala. Watch this.
Let me show you the texts that me and Candace have text each other. And she pulls out her phone and throws you straight under the bus.
She was throwing you skirt right under the bus, girl.
Wait, so how do you know this?
Ashley told us.
So what was Monique's motivation here by showing that group text to poor old Ashley?
I mean, you know how it is when you're on reality TV. You want to like show the receipts. You want to be like, I'm being truthful.
Yeah.
So I can't fault her for that, but it's kind of messy. I don't
It's
know.
really messy. I couldn't tell if she was trying to be transparent because she has been quite a good friend to Ashley,
Right.
or if she was being catty. But a little birdie told me that you got an offer to be on Housewives of Potomac. Is that true?
I can't talk about it.
Is it something that you would be interested in, a franchise that you would be interested in joining?
The Housewives?
Yeah.
I love the Housewives. I think I would probably fit in pretty well, but at this point, no, there's nothing.
Okay.
Nothing
Do you have your tagline in the bag, though, in case it happens?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, no. I would come up with something.
Okay, all right.
But not right now. No.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to let you off the hook, and we're going to go to a very quick break, but when we come back, we're going to ask Ashley all about her time on 90 Day Fiancé, so don't go anywhere.
I'm sorry that I took vows and I decided that I wanted to try to work through my marriage. It's not funny.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I am here with Ashley Smith from the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. Ashley, I'm so glad that you could hang out because now I want to talk to you about your time on the show because it was a very tumultuous ride for you. You are now going through divorce proceedings from Jay. You've been very open about some past trauma that you've been through. So how is life for you these days?
Life is much better.
Good.
It was very rough, but, I got over it and I'm just kind of moving forward.
Did you have a good support system to help you get through all the stuff that you went
I have
through?
really good friends. They definitely, I don't know how I would have done it without them.
Yeah, and then we spoke a little bit earlier about how Instagram and trolls and stuff can be terrible, but you also see a lot of outpouring of support.
Yes.
So have you had fans reach out to you that have helped you feel stronger during these times as well?
Yeah, definitely the good, comments outweigh the bad. You get the few bad, but, definitely a lot of support, which I'm appreciative for.
Good, good. Well, in part 2 of the Tell-All special, you did admit that in some ways you had been at fault in your relationship with Jay, so why don't we check that out?
Held his green card over his head basically our whole marriage. I tried to control him.
I mean, ultimately it was because I loved him and I was scared. I didn't want to lose him. I didn't want him to go out and find somebody else. I can't prevent that. And I don't know why I thought me being controlling would stop what he was doing.
First of all, it takes a lot of bravery to admit to faults in a relationship, so congrats to you for that. And second of all, do you think that you trying to control Jay stemmed also from the fact that there was an age difference there, so that you felt a little bit more sort of wise than he was? Or do you think that it was, upon reflection, your instinct just being like, this is not right, I don't trust him?
Yeah, I think it was both. Obviously, I am older. I have, I didn't want him to ruin his chances here in the United States. I know where he came from. It wasn't a good upbringing for him. So I didn't, I know I'm the only person that could sign for him. Yeah. So I kept trying to give him chances and chances and chances, but ultimately, he did what he did and he refused to stop, was very disrespectful, so I just had to make the choice not to sign his paperwork.
And that can be hard as well, when you love someone, and as you said, you want the best in them, you want to help someone have a better shot at life.
Yes.
But at the same time, you can only help someone that is willing to accept the help and then show you the respect that you deserve.
Correct.
So I can imagine that would have been a really tough situation to be in. Do you have any advice to someone who is dating someone internationally, thinking about getting married? What are some red flags that we should be looking out for if we're in that position?
It's really hard because you really don't know that person. You know what I mean? You're going back and forth, and I think I've probably went back and forth with him, traveling back and forth more than anyone that's ever been in the franchise. I went 16 times. I thought I knew who he was, and I really didn't. It didn't take long until he got here to show his true colors, unfortunately. I don't even know how to give any advice. Until you live with someone and you're with them 24/7, I really, truly don't feel like you can get to know that person, especially overseas, cross country. So.
And that's the thing, because when you're visiting each other in various places, it can kind of feel like vacation. It's so easy to feel in love on vacation.
It was on vacation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I would go there, party, have fun, you know, we missed each other, so it was happy times.
It's very different to being at the grocery store, buying toilet paper and just doing normal everyday
life. You really
life
learn
stuff.
that it's a whole different person. That's what I did, at least. I learned.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about him moving on with a new girlfriend? Do you think that...
I hope that he's happy. I hope, obviously he spent some time in jail and stuff. I hope he, it opened his eyes a little bit. He definitely... I know that Jay knows that he hurt me, so I'm just hopeful that he takes, what happened with us, and he chooses to be respectful to women and, changes his ways. Yeah.
Do you think that you'll ever get the apology that you want and need and deserve from him?
We're not allowed to have contact because I have a protection from abuse. So I don't believe I'll ever hear from him again because he can't technically. I don't want an apology. I just hope that he's learned a lesson. He's still facing deportation, so it's out of my hands at this point. It's a nice situation. So.
Right now, it's just all about you trying to find your own peace.
Yeah, I'm just trying to focus on myself, my kids, and just, what's to come in the future.
And what is to come in the future? Any interest in maybe being part of the Bachelor franchise? Because they're casting right now, just saying.
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a lot. I don't know. I'm not sure what's to come yet.
Okay, well, it's time for a very quick break. Ashley is going to step out, but she will be back at the end of the show. And when we come back from the break, I'll be talking with the host with the most, Bachelor Nation's Chris Harrison. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. Joining me now from LA is the fearless leader of Bachelor Nation, the one and only Chris Harrison. Hey, buddy.
Lyndsey, how you doing?
I am doing great, Chris. It's so nice to meet you, albeit via this patch-in from LA. You're looking fabulous.
Thank you very much. And it's been a busy week. I'm wrapping up one. I'm heading to the beach with the rest of the kids. Busy time in Bachelor Nation.
I know. It is good to be you. Now, actually, before we get into the new season of Bachelor in Paradise, I have to replay that moment. It was epic at the Bachelorette live finale when Hannah asked out Tyler C. right in front of you. Let's have a look.
Did you just ask Tyler out on a date?
You
guys are gonna give this a shot.
Date card, though, right?
Oh. I will send a date card. I'll send a helicopter, a limo, a hot air balloon.
No, promise no horses, though.
No, please.
This was such a great moment. You seemed to be all for it. The audience was all for it. I was all for it. And then, of course, this weekend, a photo came out of Tyler leaving Hannah's place after maybe spending the night. So what do you think? Is there a future there?
I don't know. I think she handled it perfectly on the show, which is she just had a horrible breakup with Jed. So there's still feelings. I'm single, but I'm trying to figure out where I am right now. But there's this great guy next to me. I'm just going to give it a shot. So I like how she played it. I'm glad it wasn't more than that. So I think they're friends. Is there more? We'll find out.
We'll find out, because maybe he was out with Gigi Hadid last night. That's the word on the street in my hood in Brooklyn. So,
Well, and then that's the thing, too. The flip side of this is Tyler's a young guy who just went through a pretty tough breakup with Hannah, although maybe there's something there. But he's a single guy living in New York, so he's probably going to have a little fun and start dating as well.
Yeah, he's got options, that's for sure. Now, let's talk about Bachelor in Paradise, because, of course, it premieres tonight, which is why I wore this little tropical number for you today.
I like it.
Thank you. Who do you think will surprise Bachelor Nation the most in either a good way or a bad way?
Well, that's kind of the fun of Bachelor in Paradise, is you get a lot more in depth with some of these people that you didn't know as well. First of all, someone who's going to be shocking everybody is Blake. Not in a good way.
Yeah. I kind of got the sense from that from what I've seen so far, for sure. He might be being set up to be a bit of the villain this season.
Well, look, I don't think he's being set up. I think he set himself up. I think he has had a good time the last year. I think he may have made a few mistakes, and that's going to follow him into Paradise. So, yeah, there's going to be some rocky waters, but he's really the one that made all the waves.
Right. Yeah, you may be in Paradise. That doesn't mean that hell doesn't follow you, right? Now, since we've had you on the line...
Oh, I like that.
Thank you. You can steal that one. Since we have you on the line, we would love to play a reality check favorite game with you. It's called Cast on Blast. So we played this game with the lovely Hannah B, and before you have a go, I want you to see what she had to say about you. Check this out.
What I'll miss most about Chris is just having him be my dating counselor and Papa Bear when he needs to come in and take care of these boys. What I will least miss about Chris is him picking on me all the time about stupid stuff. He's such a little nitpicker, but I can give it right back to him, so it doesn't matter.
Now, Chris, is this
Guilty.
true?
I'm guilty as charged.
Okay, so you are a nitpicker?
Yeah, I am, and I like to give her a hard time, only because I love her. But we had a great time, and I will miss having those conversations. She was a great bachelorette and a dear friend, and I'm going to continue to be in her corner any way I can.
Of course. I mean, over the years, you've amassed this incredible family. You must feel so much love for these people, like they're your brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews and kids in some way, because some of them are, you know, very young. So I can see that you definitely are the Papa Bear for sure. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right. It has gone from brothers and sisters to now some of my kids being a proud pop. So.
But a proud one.
But I have the gray hair to prove it, so it's okay.
And like I said, you haven't aged a day, so it's fine. Now, for your Cast on Blast challenge, I'm going to get you to put those nitpicking skills to good use by telling us why some of Hannah's castmates would make a great next Bachelor and why they shouldn't be the Bachelor. Are you ready?
I'm on. I'm ready for this. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So first up, Pilot Pete. Why would Pilot Pete make a good Bachelor and why shouldn't he be the Bachelor?
Sincere, sweet guy. The family, are you kidding me? Mom's in tears, dad's in tears.
Cheering for their son and their 4 times.
Yeah, so, you know, obviously got a great job, pilot and all that. Why wouldn't he be a good Bachelor? I don't know if I really have any great reasons why he wouldn't be. It really will depend, and this is with all these guys, the timing of it. Are they going to be right when we decide to make this decision of who's going to be the Bachelor?
Okay, all right. Moving on to Mike. Why would Mike make a great Bachelor and why would Mike make a not so great Bachelor?
The guy has a smile that could power New York. Come on, look at that 1,000,000-watt smile. Put that picture back up.
Yes, put that picture back up.
He's just got this great... He's got the charisma, he's got the charm. What you see is what you get with Big Mike. He is on Paradise, so obviously that could play into this if he finds love. Not going to be the best Bachelor. But he's definitely a candidate. Again, is he going to be sincere? Is he ready to find love? Is he going to be in the right headspace when we make that decision? But man, he's a super guy.
Yeah, well, he's got my vote, that's for sure. And then Tyler C, let's get his picture up. Why would Tyler C be a great next Bachelor and why would he be a not so great next Bachelor?
Someone told me, I don't know if this is true, he looks good without his shirt on.
I've heard that.
I don't know. Obviously, he's a good-looking guy. I think you saw his true self when he was with Hannah and how he handled that situation, how he handled Jed, how he took care of Hannah in those situations. I think he really showed his true character, and that's a true measure of a man when you're really put in those extreme situations. So he's a good guy, but you know, is he out playing the field? Is he out having a good time? That doesn't make him a bad guy. It may not make him the best Bachelor.
That's right. And yeah, because he's only he's like 25, I think. I mean, this is very young to be looking for your life partner.
Guy.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
Next up, here's a contentious one. Jed. Why would he make a good Bachelor and why would he make a not so good Bachelor?
Why would he make a good Bachelor?
Can I just say, Chris,
he has his own theme song?
The disappointment etched on your face right now, the mere mention of Jed's name, it's palpable that you feel this like a certain way.
Yeah, look, I'll say this in all sincerity, he's not a bad guy. You know, I want to give Jed a little bit of a break on this. It's so easy to kind of get these guys and just pound on them, kind of like what we're about to do to Blake, because they made some boneheaded mistakes. But at the end of the day, Jed really did fall in love with Hannah. That was real.
Yeah.
And that was probably his biggest mistake as he came on the show, for insincere reasons, however. But he fell in love with Hannah, and I think that just surprised him and kind of blew up his plan, so to speak. So he's not a bad guy. I don't think he would make a good Bachelor, and I would have to break his guitar.
I think Bachelor Nation would be with you on that. From one bonehead to another, Luke P. What do you think of Luke P? Would he be a good Bachelor? Why wouldn't he be a good Bachelor?
Wow. It would be good in the fact that it would be pretty amazing television.
It really would be, yes.
You know, say what you will about Luke P. He is who he is. He owns it. I have no problem with his faith and his religion, his beliefs. God bless him and all that. I think he does have some growing to do. I think he needs to broaden his horizons a little bit. Maybe, honestly, the show would be good for him in that respect. Hopefully, he took some of what happened to him on the show, and he can implement that in his life. He doesn't need to change who he is all the way. You know, go with God and go with all of that. I do think there are some things he needs to grow in.
Yeah, and he's got time for that. He is still young, so there is hope there yet.
Right.
And then finally, Chris, what about yourself? Why would you make an amazing bachelor, and why would you make a not so great bachelor?
There are no discernible reasons why I would make a good bachelor. There's literally not one. I'm old. You don't want to see me in a hot tub. High definition television is not my friend. Let's see, the list can go on and on.
Oh, you're crazy. I think people would love to see you on the show, Searching for Love.
No.
No. All right. Fair enough. Well, you know what? I think people are very happy with you as the host. So we'll leave it at that. Thanks so much.
I like my job. I'm going to keep my day job.
Well, you're very good at it, so I think that you should. Thank you so much for playing Cast on Blast, Chris. Now remember to tune in tomorrow because Chris will be talking all about tonight's premiere of Bachelor in Paradise with us. You do not want to miss that. Right now we are taking a break, and when we come back, we have a reality history moment from you all the way from down under. That's where I'm from, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. It is time to reveal the results of our question of the day. What show are you most looking forward to premiering this week? And with 56%, you all said Bachelor in Paradise. I knew it, although I predicted 78%, didn't I? So I was way off on the numbers. Make sure you check us tomorrow because we'll have Chris Harrison back to recap tonight's premiere. It's going to be good, you guys. And now it is time for another gem of a moment in reality TV history, and it's all the way from my country. Enjoy, mates.
It all comes down to this moment.
In this 2010 episode of Australia's Next Top Model, host Sarah Murdoch announces the season 6 winner.
It's you, Kelsey.
19-year-old Kelsey Martinovich. But there's just one little problem.
Oh, I don't know what to say. This was a complete accident. I'm so sorry. It's Amanda. I'm so sorry.
Sarah got it wrong.
This is what happens when you have live TV, folks. I'm so sorry.
It turns out the real winner is 18-year-old Amanda Ware.
Thanks, guys.
The top model mix-up was one of the greatest moments in reality history, but don't feel bad, Sarah. Beatty and Dunaway did the same thing 8 years later at the Oscars.
Amanda, walk that catwalk. Enjoy it.
I remember that clear as day, and it's still just as awkward as the first time. Those poor girls. Well, as she said, that's what happens when you have live TV. That is all we have time for today, folks. I want to say a big thank you to Chris Harrison and the lovely Ashley Smith. Thank you for being here and being so open and vulnerable with your answers, and we wish you the best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
Remember to follow @People on Twitter to watch the newest Reality Check episode. It streams every day at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. I am Lyndsey Rodrigues, and I will check you tomorrow for more Bachelor in Paradise. I'm going to be wearing this dress again.